Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss a video from Josh Talks.
Hi friends, I'm Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things that successful people do. I've been very fortunate that over the last 20 years, I've been studying about a great person, and most of you know about him. His name is Chanakya, who lived in India almost 2,400 years ago. But the most important thing about Chanakya was that he was a leadership guru. He created a lot of leaders. And being interested in Chanakya and his wisdom, I started studying not only Chanakya and his book Kautilya's Arthashastra, but I also started comparing those particular ideas given by Chanakya with the modern day leaders. And you'd be surprised. All those principles of success during those days given by Chanakya and all the ideas because of which people become successful today is actually the same. It's very surprising. Like health, like money, like wisdom, they may change forms, but actually they're eternal. So if you look at thousands of years ago, people wanted to be healthy, they wanted to be wealthy and be wise. Even today, people want to be healthy, wealthy and wise. So the principles don't change. So if you want to be healthy, you need to eat the right food, exercise and have a great lifestyle. So what are the qualities that makes a person successful? I'm going to share 5 of them. So let's begin with the first one. The first quality of any particular successful person is he or she is a reader. Yes, they read wide and deep. They don't just read newspapers. Of course, they do read newspapers. They read WhatsApp messages. They read a lot of things that are available on the internet. But they are deep readers and they're thinkers. They read a lot. They read books. They read journals. And what is important is that they even discuss with people. They are the people who are widely informed. So you must have heard about this very famous quote which says, all leaders are readers. So friends, develop the habit of reading. We have been very fortunate that most of us have a good quality of education and we know how to read. That's the first quality, reading. Second quality is directly connected to reading, and that is called writing. Successful people write a lot. I'm not talking about writing books alone. I'm a successful, thanks to God's grace, the best-selling author in India in the business space. I've written 8 books till now, and let me just tell you what these 8 books are. Corporate Chanakya, Chanakya's 7 Secrets of Leadership, Chanakya in You, Katha Chanakya, Chanakya in Daily Life, Inside Chanakya's Mind, Thus Spoke Chanakya, and very recently a children's book called as Chatur Chanakya and the Himalayan Problem. That's a children's book, of course. But let me tell you, I did not become an author just by fluke. There was some habit that I developed from my childhood, and that was the habit of writing. What do you mean by writing? Writing is something most of us learn in our schools. I think basic writing everybody knows. How to write A, B, C, K, K, G, or whichever language you write in. But what's very important is that people don't take writing very seriously. And how do I know this as a teacher? See, I go and do lectures in so many colleges and universities. And I know a successful student who is right in front of me actually will be taking notes. Most of the students would come and say, okay, let's listen to this person or this teacher. But I know a few students will take out a pen and a paper and write notes. Now this habit of writing over a period of a time becomes a habit. When I was a child, and maybe we would not have that advantage, or maybe we had the advantage of not having the digital space that we are having today. And because of that, we actually wrote with hand, with pen and a paper. And you'd be surprised, friends, we also had a habit of writing diaries. Every day in the evening, I used to write my experiences. And can you believe it? When the technology came in, when the computers came in, I learned typing. So initially I used to write with a pen and a paper, but later on I started typing. But the habit of writing continued. And look at where I am today. That writing habit which was developed, a small note-keeping habit, a small way of taking minutes of the meeting when you are attending any particular, maybe a conference or a corporate office meeting, whatever it could be. But today, it has developed me into a successful author. So, we have the first quality, reading, second quality, writing, third important quality of successful people, and the most important according to me, and that is time management. Friends, if you look at all successful people, they do multitasking. What is multitasking? Many people believe multitasking is doing 100 things at the same time. No. It's actually doing one thing focused multiplied by 100 times. They can manage multiple things because they're very good in time management. They don't value minutes, they actually value seconds. And when you manage seconds, you actually manage minutes. And when you manage minutes, you manage hours. And when you manage hours, you manage the whole day. And you manage your whole year, and of course, your whole life. All successful people know that the value of time. And as they say, if you value time, time will value you. There are only very few people who understand, and once they understand the value of time, then magic happens. You can do hundreds of things simultaneously, but begin with respecting the time. How do we practice that? It's quite simple. Suppose you're given a time to somebody. I'm going to meet you at 5 o'clock in the evening. Don't go there at 5. Be there 5 minutes before 5. This small gesture is a confidence building step, not only to yourself, but to the other person also. And the other person says, if I have to reach at 5, here is a person who is before me respecting my time. I've seen successful people, very successful people, and sometimes we wonder, inke paas time nahi hoga. They may not have time. But the fact is that they have a lot of time because they don't respect only their time, they respect your time. So, time management. Next comes the fourth point, and that is keeping the company of successful people. If you want to be successful, make sure you're in the company of successful people. As they say, a person is what the company he or she keeps. Choose your friend circle wisely. I'm not telling that, these are my friends and these are not my friends. No, that's not good. You have to be friendly to everybody, but you have to be very clear in your mind that which group do I belong to. Like for example, we can be friends with a lot of people in our colleges, if you're going to a college, or in the office you're working already. But in an office or in a college, there can be thousands of people. You can't be friendly with everybody. You can have an attitude of friendship with everybody. You can spend time, help out with people. But those few 5-10 people, they're your core group. And make sure you select them very carefully. In business circle, this happens. What happens? They say, I am a businessman or a businesswoman, an entrepreneur. If I want to be a successful businessman or entrepreneur, I need to be in the company of more successful businessmen and entrepreneur than me. So for example, if I'm having a 1 crore business, I'll make sure I'm surrounded by people who are doing business worth 10 crores. So what happens? I start thinking and I start getting ideas from those people who are more successful than me. And then magic happens. I, who am actually running a 1 crore business, without my own understanding, slowly start thinking like a 10 crore businessman. And then, because those people are with me, they're guiding me, they're mentoring me, over a period of a time, I'm suddenly in the league of a 10 crore businessman. Make sure your company is the kind of people you have who are more successful than you. And finally, the fifth point, think like a leader. I'll repeat it, think like a leader. I'm not telling you to become a leader. Even to become a leader or a successful person, you need to start believing in it. You need to think like a leader. It has been proven by research that all successful people visualize that they are going to be successful. They never became successful, they already thought that they are successful. There was a particular person who did not have hands and legs, and he was trying to climb a mountain, actually crawling to climb a mountain. And there was this marathoner. He was jogging up the mountain because physically fit, and suddenly he saw this particular person dragging himself. And he just told him very casually, I don't think you can reach the top of the mountain. This particular person, totally crippled, just looked at him, smiled, and said, I have already reached the top of the mountain. It's only a matter of time when my body will. This is not overconfidence. This is self-confidence. Overconfidence can be dangerous because overconfidence doesn't have plan. But confident people have a plan. And they have a path. And they put the right effort, they put the right strategy, and work very hard and work very smart. So friends, let me sum it up. All the 5 points once again. If you want to be successful, start reading. If you're traveling, make sure there is a book in your bag. And a good book, of course. Make sure you write. Make sure you have a pen and a pencil always with you in your pocket or purse. You never know what brilliant idea you can get. I've seen some of the most successful people who wrote actually maybe in a train or a plane or maybe waiting at a bus stop. Read, write. Most important is time management. I know my time is coming up. I'm valuing the time of the organizers and I'm valuing your time who are watching me. The fourth thing, of course, is keeping the company of the right people. And fifth, think like a leader. If you're a leader, you start believing in yourself, not because you want that position called the chair of being a leader. A leader's attitude is service of the people. If you're thinking about yourself, you can never be a leader. A leader always serves others and thinks, what are the best forms that I can serve people more and more than what I've done in the past? You always think about others. Chanakya, who wrote the Kautilya's Arthashastra, said, or rather trained leaders by telling this one simple thing. Praja sukhe sukham rajnyah prajanam chahite hitam. Praja ke sukh mein raja ka sukh hai. In the happiness of the people is the happiness of the king. And if people are happy, I am happy. So you work for the welfare of the people. Friends, I'm sure each one of you will be successful and a leader in your own field. All the best. Thank you so much.
Tell us what you think about this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.